all the time. Hello, sisters and friends. Today, we have come together from 2 different continents and several different countries to celebrate. Kali Sarakosti, because today is also the day of the Orthodoxy. And welcome to our 3rd annual European International Women's Day celebration. It is my great honor and pleasure to have all of you here. And thank you really from the bottom of my heart, all of you for joining us again this year. Before we begin to recognize and celebrate women and our sisterhood, I would like to refer the tragic events that took place last week in our motherland, Greece. I, like everyone, am truly saddened by the loss of so many young people, so many students, so many souls. It is a great tragedy. It is bitter. Mothers who will never see their sons and daughters again. Children who will never again see their parents, their mother, their father, or grandma and grandpa. Friends who will never again attend the same parties, get together for study groups, for university, or at whose weddings the friends will dance like there is no tomorrow. Just an insane loss for all these families and friendships, because in these cases, there really is no tomorrow. And all this because people have not done their homework. Tragic, like an old Greek tragedy. There are simply no words. I ask for strength and courage for all those affected by this tragic train accident. And first of all, now, I invite you to observe a minute of silence in memory of the victims of this tragedy. May the memory of those lost be eternal. 1 minute of silence, please. So, I know it's very difficult, but we can continue now. Okay. Welcome, dear Grand President Georgette, with your DOP Grand Lodge and, sorry, I'm a little bit, but welcome from Germany to the other continents. Welcome to all of my sisters in the US, Canada, Greece, Germany, Belgium, Austria, Great Britain, and France. Yippee! You are all here. And here is my welcome to all of you. And thank you for being with us. Good. Time passes very quickly in these difficult times in which we face daily innovations. Corona and now a war in Europe, who could never imagined that? I'm very glad that we have learned to do business as usual online. How ingenious and magical is that? And how can it get much better than this? It is a time that teaches us many things and actually give us the opportunity to do it all from a protected space here, from home. Now, I am very pleased to give the floor to our leader, to the First Lady of our organization, for a welcome. Thank you very much, dear Georgette. Thank you. And you and your Grand Lodge always support us and come to each of my invitations. I know I'm your bird of paradise who just knocks on your doors at any time of the day or night with my requests and questions. Thank you at this point for your everlasting love and patience. You all know I have you in my heart as well and will always do the best for the good of the order. Madam Grand President, the stage is yours now.
Good evening, sisters. And it's so wonderful to see so many sisters from all different countries here to celebrate Women's History Month. And Kalik Sarakosti to everyone. This is a very special month for the Daughters of Penelope. Aside from our founding in November, which is when the organization was founded, celebrating women is very important for our organization. To give you a little history about the Daughters of Penelope, it was envisioned by women, it was organized by women, it was created by women to support women. So this month in particular is important that we remind ourselves of the wonderful work that the daughters do, encourage other women to join us in our mission, show women how smart and how versatile we are, and to inspire women to continue to reach greater heights professionally, using their talents collaboratively to better society as a whole. I thank you for inviting me. I thank you for always supporting the Grand Lodge. We love you dearly, and we commend you for all the good work that you're doing individually in your chapters and collectively as a unit. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I've already made a plan with Hellena that I'm going to meet her for lunch once my term is over.
And all of the other people also, because
yes, then I'm going to go to Brussels to have eclairs, and then I'm going to go to Germany to go to the Christmas mart. So I've got a plan, no problem. I'll visit everybody as a past, because unfortunately the days are running short and my term is almost over. And of course I'll go to Paris to visit the sisters in Paris as well. So thank you again. Happy International Women's Month. Happy International Women's Day. And continue on. I apologize if I have to leave a little earlier because I have to go to another event shortly.
Thank you, Madam Grand President. And I see two other past Grand Presidents here, and it's really an honor for us to see, because we love you too. You know, there's Demi Thomas, our past Grand President, and Celia Kachmarski, past Grand President. Thank you for joining us too. So now, now, one moment, I will see in my things what we are doing. My friends and sisters, at the end of the presentation, there is a Q&A section to please, and therefore, hold until the end for all your relevant questions or remarks, or for say you're welcome to the sisters. We have enough time in the end. Now, allow me to introduce to you the chapters participating today and helping host this event. First, from Belgium, Brussels, Tetis chapter with her president, Lena Katopi. Second, Great Britain, London, Hellena chapter with their president, Eleni Alexandridou. From Germany, Stuttgart, Metera chapter with her president, Dimitra Kiakou. From France, Paris Faenza chapter with their president, Niki Kaloyera.
Spain.
Yes, as you all know me, the most of you, I always have a surprise. And today's surprise involves our sisterhood, all of our sisterhood. So, sisters, now is the time for my surprise. I'm pleased to announce that we have a new chapter in Germany. And it gives me great pleasure to welcome our new sisters from Bad Kissingen, Bavaria, Germany, to our big DOP family. The name of the chapter is Hellena, with a double L for the beautiful Helleni and for the Hellenics. And with their president, Celestina Sescu. Welcome, sisters, to our big family. And I like you, Madam Grand President, if you like to say something to our new sisters.
I think this is wonderful news, and I welcome the sisters from the Bavaria chapter, from Hellena chapter. I welcome you to our sisterhood. I think it's wonderful that Germany has another chapter. Last year, I was telling everybody to get another chapter in your country. So we're moving in that direction, and it's so wonderful to see. I am pleased and I'm honored. We are here, I as Grand President and the rest of the Grand Lodge are here to support you and to serve you. I am your liaison as Grand President, and Athanasia is our European liaison. So you will work through her. It's wonderful news. I couldn't be more thrilled. I wish I had known this before I sent out the March bulletin, but now it's going to be big news in the April bulletin. And it's wonderful because you started a chapter in Europe, and we also reactivated a chapter out in Arizona. So the Daughters of Penelope are growing. As you know, you are joining. We grew last year over 1,200 new members. This year, we're even going to surpass that, and you are part of that growth. And I welcome you, I embrace you, and I'm so thrilled to call you sister. Welcome, sisters.
Yes, we are growing, Madam Grand President. We are growing. And I see more people here from the Grand Lodge. I will welcome you later, all personally. I saw Canada is here. I saw Greece is here. I saw our wonderful Robbie is here. Thank you really from the bottom of my heart for joining us. I will welcome you, everyone in person later. But I will continue now for all these of you who have to go to another event today, because I know we have a lot of things in our DOP sisterhood this evening. Our sisterhood is made of wonderful, strong, and inspiring women. And on this day of celebration, we could have each and every one of you to speak and present, but we don't have that much time. We have a lot of wonderful and accomplishment women among us. So we have chosen among us some strong leaders, some sisters to lead our celebration. We will start with our first presenter. Our first presenter is Lena Katopi. She's a principal of the Hellenic private elementary school in Brussels, in Brussels, mother of one wonderful daughter, and our chapter president in Brussels, Thetis. She studied educational science and social studies. Her master is in public history. She lives with her family since 10 years in Belgium, and her husband is a Greek diplomat. Lenamo.
Athanasia, thank you very much for your presentation. First of all, I would like to express how glad and how happy I am once again that I'm among sisters on this occasion. This is our third celebration. Actually, it was Athanasia's great idea 3 years ago. I will not speak about my career or my personal life. I would like to share some thoughts with my sisters. So, March 8 was designated in 1977 by the United Nations as the International Day for Women's Rights and International Peace. It is a day that stands out because it comes to remind the struggles of ordinary women who, with their courage and determination, wrote history. Unfortunately, however, the female gender still needs to fight for the self-evident in many countries of the world. Last year, the UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres marked that as the world celebrates International Women's Day, the clock on women's rights is going back. During the COVID-19 crisis, women have been at the forefront of the fight against the pandemic as they make up most healthcare workers. Many have also been severely affected by the crisis due to job losses or being employed in precarious jobs. Additionally, continued lockdowns and teleworking has led to an increase in domestic violence. Sorry, I have a flu. The pandemic, therefore, has underlined an ancient truth even more. The roots of patriarchy are deep. We still live in a male-dominated world with a culture of male dominance. As a result, in good times and bad times, women are more likely to live in poverty, their health is sacrificed, and their education opportunities are limited. At the policy level, in all countries of Western world, governments, the European Union and UN have made some initiative to support women. However, I believe that we too, as a women's organization, should take initiatives to empower and help our members, first of all, ourselves. What I mean, today, women members from our European chapters will share their personal stories and experiences. I believe that this action should not be limited to one-day event. We can take advantage of the DOP network and develop seminars and meetings with the following subjects. First of all, sharing our stories as we do today. We talk about our successes and our failures. The stories of normal, ordinary people help us to understand that something can be done to illuminate our role models. Stories help us understand that there are possibilities around us, that there are women, many, in various social and workspaces who have followed very different paths and they are evolving. We want to see who these women are. Secondly, I think that it's very important to take care of our health and especially our mental health. Strengthening mental resilience with the aim of managing difficult situations. Our role as women is very complicated nowadays. In our families, in our friends, in our works, and the society every day asks us to do something more. So we need to be strong in order to prevail to all these different situations. Even though such projects can be carried out by any chapter, I feel that the organization on European and organization of seminars and meetings on European or global level can give a greater momentum to the initiative and bring sisters closer. 3 years ago, when our liaison Athanasia had the idea to organize the first digital celebration for the International Day, none of us had ever expected to attract so many sisters out of Europe. So it seems that we are all happy to meet and celebrate in different occasions. Let's make our bond stronger by supporting and helping each other. Thank you for your attention. Athanasia.
One moment, I love this thing here. I love this visiting around the world every time we meet. And thank you very much, Lena, for the information you give us about this very important day. The second speaker is, I think, our youngest in this role, is Theodora Iannuli. She is a development project manager with a Master of Civil Engineering from the University College of London. And now she gets a Master in Executive MBA from the University of Chicago. She is 31 years old and came to London before 11 years. She works at the famous Canary Wharf Group, where we had our European online conference last year. Before Paris in presence, we had an online conference. We was there and it was amazing. And thank you for this invitation once again. And I like to hear now from our Theodora.
Thanks a lot for having me and for the invitation. I would like to discuss today a key phrase that has characterized my life, and it's that every obstacle is a blessing in disguise. When I came to London by myself at the age of 19, I had to learn how to fix any problems I had by myself. My parents were nowhere near. So that made me independent and confident. Although I was very good with maths, for example, when I studied civil engineering, I had to go to classes for maths for beginners, not because I didn't know the maths, but because I didn't know the technical terms. So for the first year, I had to have a technical dictionary in my bag at all times, but I persevered. And then I completed my bachelor's with the second highest degree mark in my class. Every summer, as a university student, I worked with a contractor in the Middle East. I spent 2 summers in Dubai and 1 summer in Salalah, which is south of Oman. I learned how to respect different cultures and work with them, as well as to keep myself safe, because if something ever happened to me, again, there was no safety net. While I was doing my master's, I applied to dozens of roles, but Canary Wharf Group was my first option because it gave me a variety of disciplines to work with. I didn't want to be specialized in a very specific thing. I want to have the eagle's eye view. And Canary Wharf Group was the only company that gave me an acceptance letter, which is what I call karma. So through my work for the past 7 years, I've been able to work on some fantastic projects. I was working on Southbound Place for 3 years, which is a £2 billion development project right behind the London Eye. I worked on the design of a 50-story office tower in London's financial center. I also delivered 2 floating restaurants in Canary Wharf, and currently I'm working on Europe's largest commercial lab building aimed at life sciences. My philosophy was that if I worked twice as hard as the others, I'd improve twice as fast, which I most certainly did. But also, in order to make ourselves truly irreplaceable at work, we need to be involved with things that are bigger than our job. So I became a mentor to young graduates. I taught them how to do their job properly. I organized charity events to sponsor specific charities that we cared about. I became a company representative in numerous committees to raise awareness on different problems that employees were facing. I became a project representative for non-for-profits that aim to improve the public's perception of construction. And I also led dozens and dozens of site visits for schools and universities to our construction projects and explain them what it's all about. In September, I finally became chartered by the Institution of Civil Engineers in the UK. This certification took 11 years of hard work and studying to accomplish. My next big goal, as Athanasia mentioned, is to complete my executive MBA from the University of Chicago. It took me 2 years to prepare so that I get to study for the next 2 years, which is insane. Through this course, I get to form friends for life with people from Brazil, Canada, Finland, South Africa, and even Kazakhstan, and everything else in between. People from completely different industries. So in critical crossroads in my life, where I thought I had failed, opportunities appeared that I hadn't even thought of previously. This led me to where I am today, and I really love working on the projects that I'm working on and the people I work with, which I think is incredibly important, because we spend with our colleagues a lot more waking hours than we spend with our family and friends. I believe that it's imperative to stay focused on our goals, but simultaneously be flexible and open-minded. Maybe there's a better road to cross to get to where we're headed. And as John Lennon said, life is what happens when you're busy making plans. I would encourage you all to review your perspective on things that have happened to you. Maybe they were blessings in disguise that help you open your horizons to bigger goals. Thank you a lot for your time.
Oh, really, when I hear the young generation, the young women like Theodora, I'm no more afraid about our future, because I feel the soul and the strength and the love you have for this world, and I know that you all will give us a better tomorrow, you and your friends, your young friends. Thank you. Thank you. Σ' αγαπώ πολύ, Θεοδώρα μου. Μπράβο, Θεοδώρα. Άξια. Όπως γράφει και η Grand President στο chat μόλις το είδα. I'm so, πώς το λένε, συγκινημένη in Greek. Okay, and now from my home chapter, Metera Stuttgart, where I had the honor to be the first president, Mrs. Ioana Alexopoulou. Her motto is, old ways won't open new doors. And I'm very happy to hear and see her, because I only know her about reputation. We have not yet had the honor of speaking to each other. She studied in Great Britain. She works as a banking economist in Frankfurt, Germany. Mrs. Alexopoulou, your stage, your turn.
Thank you, Thanasia, and good afternoon, good evening, everyone. And maybe good morning also. I don't know about the time difference with our sisters in the US and Canada. So as Thanasia say, I'm Ioana Alexopoulou. I'm a 49-year-old wife and a mother of 2 daughters, 18 and 20 years old, and I work at the European Central Bank. I am a senior team lead, project manager for financial markets, for the financial markets. I work at the bank for almost now 25 years, since the beginning, from the genesis of the European Central Bank. I am Greek by origin, but I'm a European at heart. And today I would like to share some experiences of what it is as an economist to survive and thrive in a male-dominated world that is finance and the banking industry in general. I remember when I left Greece to go to London and I studied, on my very first day, what caught my attention at the university is the proportion between males and females in the lecture theatre. What I noticed, and this is something that continues actually even now, is that it's always it's a very male-dominated world, the banking and the financial market.
Βασιλική, κλείσε σε παρακαλώ το μικρόφωνο, sorry.
So
Sorry,
what
Joanna.
no, it's okay. It happens in Zoom calls like this. So what it means then for me, what it meant at that time was how to survive, but also at the same time to create a strong career and an excellent reputation that should be not necessarily based on my gender, but actually of how being loyal, committed, and true to myself for the last 25 years. One lesson I learned actually from my career now here is that never caught up yourself in negative vibes, especially on the quality issues at work, whether this is about salaries or whether it's our promotions. If I have arrived to where I am now, I also owe it to two very important males in my life. One is from my father that moved me to start studying finance, and the other one is my husband. He's holding my hand in the last 25 years in the deeps and the lows and the highs of every career experience I had in my life. I'm quite used actually for every day almost to go to a meeting room and being the only woman in the room. There are frustrations, it's not all good. And there are also the gender bias can eat one's enthusiasm to deliver. But what I learned out of it, don't compare yourself. If you want to get a promotion, if you want to go higher, just go for it. And don't look at the rest of the candidates, but take care of yourself. Build a strong case why you deserve to have a position, why you deserve to have a promotion, no matter the gender. There are frustrating moments. As a mother also, there were many moments of guilt. I was actually thinking many times, do I spend a lot of time with my daughters when they were young? I went through working as a trader at the time when the great financial crisis started. I distinctively remember the weekend of the capital controls in Greece, working here at the bank, working for the whole weekend and leaving the family behind. But still, one thing I remember was that this is unfair to myself. I deliver good work, but I'm a great mother and a great wife. What helps also is networking. Networking for us women, we need to stand to each other, with each other. It is the most important thing. I remember the first experience I had going alone to a very hierarchical society, which was the Japanese society, to make a speech in a Japanese bank in Tokyo. That was a turning point, I admit, in my life. And there I understood actually that my colleagues see also how strong enough I can be. So when you have those moments as women that you choose whether to pivot or to crumble from the stress of everyday life, choose the word of pivot. It is a world man's out there, that's for sure, but it is up to us from women to transform it in the world that we feel inspired for us to live in, a world that makes us thrive, because it's not just because we are worth it, but because we are stronger than any bias and stereotypes. And if I may use the words of the greatest feminist, Gloria Steinem, we all feel feminist in our sense of the word. In the word, a feminist believes in the full humanity of all people, regardless of race, sex, of gender, of class. Thank you, Athanasia.
Malakose Psyche Museo. Thank you very much, Joanna. Really, how motivational words, how inspiring words. Thank you very much for this. And thank you for the power you give all of us. And what you said is very important for all of us, because you can see here this networking around the world. This DOP family is more than a networking, because we have today people really from 2 continents. We need another continent more, Madam Grand President. I think we have to look in Africa or, oh no, we are in Australia also, but not, we have not people today here. And this is the networking we have around the world in all of our countries. We will talk later about this. Thank you. And last but not least, Maria Hiotis. Maria, born in Montreal, raised and educated in Chicago, a bachelor in international relations and French with a magna cum laude. What else can I say about Maria? Maria is like the soul in Europe. If anyone anywhere has any problem, Maria will take care of it if she can. Maria, I'm really very happy to have you in our ranks because you always have a good word and you have the appropriate means to give lightness to any wound. Maria.
Thank you, Thanasia. It's a pleasure to be here tonight, and I just wanted to say that I'm very, very privileged and honored to be part of this wonderful association. I think the other women have, the other speakers have touched upon a lot of my ideas, so I'm not going to elongate and bore you. I just wanted to say just a few things that as a woman, I feel I'm very lucky, and I think I am lucky because I had parents who were advanced for their epoch, who always said a woman has to have a vracholi on her hand. That has always been in my head, which means basically I always used to say to my dad when I was little, but I have lots of jewelry. What do I need another vracholi for, you know? But the vracholi meant you have to have your education and you have to spread your wings and just be able to adapt to any situation and work your way through. And I've had the privilege of working in 4 countries, the US, of course, Canada, France, and Greece. And I've been privileged to work in the legal, medical, educational, and there's one other field, but I can't remember it right now, sorry. Anyway, different fields, and through that I have a very rich background, and it has allowed me also to make rich friendships, and I think that's wonderful. And I think my motto for women today, because we do have suffrage and we can vote and get things done, it's to be basically on top of things, have a voice in matters, and don't be afraid to experience new things. And I think my motto is B&B, not bread and breakfast, but believe and become. That has always gone through me in life, and it has helped me accomplish things and go through the ups and downs in life. And of course, when we as women have to take time off from our careers to have a family or to move across the world, yes, we do have to change our career paths and try to find new solutions and adapt. But I think that's what makes life richer, and we learn from that experience. So that's my positive note for today. And I think it's wonderful to have connections and liaising with different women, because it does help not only iron out problems, but also to exchange ideas and learn and grow. So I think that's all I'm going to say, and I thank you for listening to me.
Ευχαριστώ, Μαρία μου, να είσαι καλά. Yes, και ζηλεύω τα αγγλικά σας, but it's okay. I learn every day English more and more and more. Thank you, Maria. Now, you see, all of our speakers had told us their message, and Now I would like to welcome our members of the Grand Lodge first, because I saw that our Grand Secretary, Margaret Dritsas, is also here. Margaret, if you want, you can give us a greeting too. First, our Vice President, she's in the flight to one of these wonderful events today. She's going somewhere, and now in this time she is in the aeroplane, and she said, I have no internet there, otherwise I will join you. And I say, okay, I will tell you the greetings. And now I give the microphone to our Grand Secretary, if she wants, Margaret from Canada.
Good afternoon, sisters. Good evening. Kalispera, Kalimera. Happy International Women's Day. Athanasia, thank you very much for organizing your annual Women's Day event on Zoom and gathering all of us. I would like to extend my congratulations to all the speakers, all our sisters who spoke beautifully, wonderfully, and gave us insight and inspiration. And I would like to also welcome the new sisters from the new chapter in Bavaria. Welcome, sisters. I send you my love, tafiliamu, to all the sisters across the world. And again, congratulations for this wonderful event.
Thank you, Margareta. And next with us is our grand treasure, Antoinette Marousis Zavhariades. Antoinette.
Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning to all of our sisters here today. I am so happy to always participate in the European Zoom meetings. The sisters who spoke today were very inspiring, as well as all of you here on the Zoom. We all have inspirational messages to share with each other. I am so happy to hear that you have another chapter in Germany. I welcome those sisters, and I wish you all a happy Women's International Month. Thank you.
Thank you, Antoinette. We have also with us is from the Grand Lodge, our wonderful Governor Zone 4, Grand Governor Zone 4, sorry, Robbie Jackson.
Thank you so much. This has been a wonderful opportunity. I'm in Tucson, Arizona, where it is now 11:45 in the morning. So it's really lovely to be able to participate with everyone. Thank you so much. Welcome to our new sisters, and thank you for your wonderful work in bringing together all of us for this wonderful event.
Thank you, Robbie. Thank you. And now I would like to give the microphone to our past Grand President, Demi Thomas, if she's here, because I don't see all the people now.
I think she said she has to go to the salute, so she said goodbye and she left,
Okay.
I think.
Okay, then Celia, maybe? Celia was also here? Celia, our past Grand President, Celia Kachmarski, with her sister. I have to put here the big picture.
Celia, you have to unmute.
Yes, Celia, you have to unmute, yes.
Good morning from California, sisters. It's such a pleasure and honor to be with you. Thank you very much, Liaison Athanasia, for the invitation. It has always been a pleasure to meet with the sisters, and to listen to the inspirational messages from our members in the chapters in Europe. You know, it was during my presidency, some might say unfortunately, I say fortunately, that we were able to initiate Zoom, and look what we have done in these 4 years that we have had to use Zoom to be connected with the sisters around the world. And I hope that it continues. It brings us closer together. It affords us the opportunity to hear and see what you're doing. And I think this is a perfect month, as every month, to celebrate each other and to do what we can for the betterment of the Daughters of Penelope and the world at large. So thank you so much. I love you all. Wonderful seeing you all. And Kali Sarakosti.
Kali Sarakosti. And because I see our past Canadian president next to you, Christina Andrews, if you like, you can give us a greeting too.
Thank you, Athanasia. I just think it's wonderful for us to be sharing this, but I love the words of inspiration from the speakers that you brought forward. I take that with me wherever I go, and I want to celebrate International Women's Day every day. Thank you, Athanasia.
Thank you, because thank you for joining our celebration. Thank you to always supporting us. Thank you to all of our wonderful speakers, and thank the new sisters, the new chapter sisters. And I want to wish you all a happy International Women's Day, and see you again next time for the next online event around the world on Zoom or in person somewhere in the world. Love you all, σας αγαπώ πολύ, φιλάκια πολλά, because I will give now the opportunity to all of you who have to go, to feel free to go. But I would like to have with me here the sisters from Greece and from Canada. I see Fotini and Xanthi Vafopoulou, please give us a greeting too. She was... she's in the district. She was in the district. I don't know the district. Sorry for this. For the district, I don't know all these things. Sometimes, Xanthi, πες τα λίγο εσύ. You know what you have to say, because I see you and you give us the honor to be with us. I would like you to speak here to us, because I'm very proud and touched, because all of you are coming this evening, our evening here, and to meet us. Thank you for all of you. Ευχαριστώ πολύ, σας αγαπώ πολύ. Xanthi.
Hello, sisters. It's so nice to see you all. And the congratulations is for all of us, because we all represent the women's group. And basically, it's a happy International Women's Day for all of us. I want to say something that I don't think it is probably inspirational, but it has to do with endurance and how can I say, focusing on your goals. In my experience, because I did my schooling in the United States and I live in Canada, is that you have to be better than the boys, you know, on all levels. Your CV has to be much better, because it is just equally good as with the men. When you apply in a job or anything else, unconscious biases, it has nothing to do with legalities, it has nothing to do with government laws. People, there are biases in people, they're going to choose the man. So be better, exceed your personal limits, become excellent in life, and then you're going to succeed. I mean, basically, I said to myself, I have to step over dead bodies in order to succeed. And this is true. I saw this in the universities, and I graduated with honors. I got all kinds of things, but how? Extremely hard work. So guys, we are women, and I believe we are equal, but there's still biases in the world, and we have to fight against them. So again, congratulations. Let's all be united. And together, I mean, a fist is stronger than, let's say, a kind of a handshake. So my love, and I'm so glad, Athanasia, congratulations. This is a great opportunity for us to speak to each other. So φιλάκια to everybody. Και του χρόνου.
Και του χρόνου. And because I see Fotini next to you on the right, from here, Fotini is in the lodge of the District 23, And give us a greeting too for Tine, please.
Hi everybody. Kalimera, kalispera, kalo apojevma, kali Sarakosti. I'm on the lodge, but I'm on the lodge doing the social media. I'm actually the president of the Montreal chapter right now. Hopefully things will change this coming district convention. We'll see. It is truly inspirational to listen to everyone and to learn from everyone. And I think the one thing that I'm going to take away the most was Maria's believe and become. I think that should become part of our motto for everyone, not just for Maria. It's a beautiful thing to say, and I think that we should share it with all the sisters across the whole Daughters of Penelope. That's it.
Thank you. Wow. And I see Tina Bullock also. Tina, give us your reading too. Grand Governor Zone 3, I think.
Sorry that I'm late coming on. It is so wonderful seeing everybody. Time zone changed, so I was unsure, but here I am now, ran in from church. It is wonderful to see anything, and this is the best organization that I've ever been in. I take it to heart every day. I try to do what's in my heart to reach out to young women, older women, are women who are now not able to come to meetings, you know, bringing them joy every so often is just amazing. Thank you for doing this. Thank you for sharing everything. My heart goes out to all of you. Mwah. Thank you.
Thank you, Tina. Okay, and I have one more. Eleni, I saw before Eleni Aga from the District 23, the treasurer of District 3 also. Eleni, who is it? I don't know. And Irene, Siveris, we had before. If you like, Irene, you can give us, because you come from so far away to us, to Europe. And I would like to give you the stage to Postolene, να σας γνωρίσω to our European sisters. If you are here, Irene, you can give us now.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. I'm truly, truly thrilled to have participated in this wonderful, wonderful session, to see a lot of sisters that I would not have the opportunity to see. I wish everybody Kali Sarakosti, Kalo Pascha, and I look forward to seeing as many people as I can in person in one day soon. Thank you.
Thank you. And now I would like if our presidents or the ladies from Greece, I see here Pascalia Patrami from our chapter in Greece, and I see you all here in small pictures. Yes, Pascalia, if you want, you can give us from Greece. How are the things in Greece?
Hello from Ceres, Greece, okay, from chapter 426 at Tritoni. I'm so happy to be with you this evening. I'm really proud to be a part of this organization, as I have said many times before, because I see so many professional women in diverse professions, and they have done so many things in their lives, and they're always eager to try something new. I think Maria said that always try to experience new things, and I truly believe that. I try, and we should always continue to learn and be proud that we are women and we are multitaskers. We're very brave, and we can see this in so many women that are part of this wonderful organization. Thank you. Happy Women's Day. Thank you.
Thank you. And now I see Eleni Agas from District 23, the treasurer. Eleni, if you like, you can give us a greeting too. And I look for my new president, but I don't see her. But I give you the microphone, Eleni.
You talking to me? Sorry. Ne?
Okay.
Ah, which Eleni? Sorry.
Yeah, sorry, Eleni Agas, District 23.
Ah, sorry. Okay.
Eleni Kisimeda. If District 23 likes to speak, if not, Eleni, we have a lot of Elenis. Okay, but if she don't want, okay, then I invite my presidents from Europe. Eleni, you can start if you like now, because Eleni, give us your greeting. London, Eleni.
Okay, yeah, now it's me. Thank you so much. Yes, it was another very successful celebration that we had all together. Thank you, Athanasia, for organizing all this and for gathering everyone here. It was lovely speeches from all our members, and that's great because it's the first year, I think, that we agreed, to have our members. We have brilliant members, and to share their experience and their knowledge, and to inspire us. Thanks everyone for joining us, and yeah, καλή Σαρακοστή και καλό Πάσχα να έχουμε.
Thank you. Nikki from Paris.
Now I think you can hear me. Hello to everybody, to all our sisters and to our friends who joined together today. Thank you, Athanasia, for organizing this event, because it's really a pleasure to be all together and to talk about, our common, I would say, interests, ambitions, worries, and it's really great to share all together. I believe that the motto for me, it's of course what Maria said, it's believe and become, and of course that together we're stronger. So this is a message for, for working all together, all women all over the world, and of course be strong and really believe, and of course we can achieve everything. Thank you very much, and see you all soon, I hope, and καλή Σαρακοστή.
And now our chapter president from Stuttgart, Dimitra. Yaku.
Hello, sisters. I thank the sisters who spoke, the speakers, the sisters, and I believe all they are successful women, and we must keep on. Thank you all. Happy birthday to all great women. Thank you, Athanasia.
Thank you, Dimitra. So, and now I hope that I didn't forget somebody. If you like, you can speak, you can unmute yourself and speak, but I would like to close first this celebration here, because I see that some of you have to go to other events. I love you. Καλή Σαρακοστή, καλό Πάσχα.